بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفثه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قول آمين سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقال إني ذاهب إلى ربي سيهدين ربي هب لي من الصالحين فبشرناه بغلام حليم فلما بلغ معه السعي قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. Inshallah, tonight we will discuss Surah Al-Saffat and Surah Sad and Surah Al-Zumar also. 23rd juz and then 24th a little bit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about Surah Al-Saffat and about different prophets, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning about the qualities of in the beginning angels. The angel is the creation. As we know that there are three categories among big creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One, angels, which is created by light, Noor. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created angels with light, with the Noor. And the second category, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about insan, human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human being with the clay, with the dirt. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses different words for creation of Allah, for creation of human being. Creation of human being. Sometime teen, sometime lazib, sometime what is that? Different terms Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use for a human being. So those are the don't think that sometime Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala using this word, sometime dirt, sometimes clay, sometime this. So you don't get confused. Those are the stages of mankind. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created mankind in different stages. So like when you want to make a brick, so first you have to gather the dirt, all those things, then you heat up and then you make the brick, and then different stages come. Same thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning different stages of human being. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human being with the clay, and the third creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is jinn. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them with fire. So these are the three creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, major three creation. Two of them have free will, and the common things between jinn and human being, they have free will. If they want to follow, they can follow the right and wrong, and if they want to deny and reject, they can do whatever they want. That's why they have accountability on the day of judgment. They are accountable in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is one similarity between jinns and angels, that jinns and angels, they are invisible creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They can be visible and invisible, but human being can't be invisible. So there are similarities between these three creations. But angels, they have no free will. وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly said, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands them, they do that. Sometimes they can come in battlefield, middle of the battlefield. Sometimes they come and protect Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sometimes they come to the fire and protect Ibrahim alayhi salam. So wherever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands them, they go there. That's how the angels are. That's why there is no accountability with the angels. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning about the qualities of angels. So these are the things about angels. And Prophet Muhammad, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this in Surah Al-Saffat, one of the important story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was one of the most tested person on this earth. One of the most tested person. And if you read the history, the life of Ibrahim alayhi salam, don't think he's a poor guy and he doesn't know anything, just he became a prophet. No. Ibrahim alayhi salam, he is one of the prophet. He had everything. You name it, whatever you want. Position. His father was the religious minister in his country, and then religious wise, position wise, he was like that. Status wise, all people, they used to obey and do sujood and high respect people, because these are the one who used to make the idols. The father of Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was the one who used to create all the idols. So high respected people, and status wise also high ranked people. Money wise, don't name it. So much money, everything. And then everything he had. But just for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he realized what these people are doing, we have respect, we have wealth, we have position, we have good family, everything, but these people, what they are doing, that's totally wrong. So inni dhahibun ila rabbi sayahdin. First he advised so many times. He talked to his father. Oh my father, you need to quit these things what you're doing. Then father, he got mad, and he eventually he said, I will kill you. I will stone to death. I will do that with you. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, eventually he gave up. People put him in fire. He went to the king. He talked to them. All those things. He tried everything with his people. Even though if he want, he doesn't have to talk. He can just stay in his house with big position, with high respect, with the big money, with the big family, everything. He had that in his house. He can inherit all those things. But he said no. Once he realized that's why the people of heart, the good heart, sound heart people, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ja biqalbin salim. Ibrahim alayhi salam came to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the sound heart, with the complete devoted towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, he advised, he talked to all people, however he want, whomever he want, and always he tried. But when people tried to kick him out, he said, inni dhahibun ila rabbi sayahdin. I'm leaving them. I don't want any more of these people. I will go, and maybe I will deliver this message, Allah's message, to someone else. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can see, he gave up everything just for sake of Allah. Nothing else. He, his wife Hajara, and then Ismail alayhi salam will come soon. And then when they quit everything, you can see, when you read that this is the present of Ibrahim alayhi salam. When you read the future of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave more respect, more dignity, more izzah, more wealth, and more followers for Ibrahim alayhi salam, 1,000 times more than before. Because he quit all those things for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he had big trials. Very few people came in Islam in his time. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, tested everything, eventually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, oh Ibrahim, I'm taking you as an imam of this nation. Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. I will make you the imam of this ummah. And then and if you read the history, not just the history, even the present, all people of religion, whether that's mushrikeen, or whether those are Jewish people or Christian people or Muslim people, they claim that Ibrahim is he's the one whom we're supposed to follow. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly said, Ibrahim alayhi salam ma kana yahudiyan wala nasrani walakin kana hanifan muslima. Ma kana Ibrahim yahudiyan walakin kana hanifan. Ibrahim was not a Yahudi, he was not a Jewish, he was not a Christian. He was a complete devoted Muslim towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about Ibrahim alayhi salam. And you can see when Ibrahim alayhi salam was leaving his family, in old age, Ibrahim alayhi salam got Ismail alayhi salam. And he was leaving his son and his wife, only these two people with him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, leave them in desert. Mid of the desert, you leave them. I will take care of them. Don't worry about them. And Ibrahim alayhi salam passed that test. The Hajara alayhi salam, she was calling Ibrahim alayhi salam when he was leaving. Oh Ibrahim, Allahu amaraka bihada. This is the commandment by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what you're doing with us. So Ismail alayhi salam was little newborn baby, little baby. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, yes, this is a commandment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then she said, فَلَنْ يُضَيَّنَ Allah. Then you can go. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to waste us. Then after that, you see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ibrahim alayhi salam. Then this lady, Hajar alayhi salam, she brought this son. Bringing up Ismail alayhi salam was not a normal thing. Nobody was there, not a plant also was there. Just a little bit small container of the water and a little bit a few dates. No human being, no plant, no tree, no animal, nothing. In middle of the desert he was, and Makkah was also not there. Kaaba was not there. And he was leaving at that time. And when he came back, you look at Ismail alayhi salam, amazing guy. His son Now he's a teenager, he's 8 years or 9 years old or 12 years old. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so this is the teaching Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. And just imagine with yourself, when you want to leave your family anywhere, when you are trying to travel, how you prepare your family? You make sure her neighbors or his neighbors are there. You make sure everything, you have all the grocery in your house. You make sure you give them wealth, you give them money, all kind of precautions you take with your family. And even though you are living in public, not by themselves, but you take care so much, you do all these things, but still there are complaints. And look at Hajar alayhi salam, mashallah, amazing lady. Just little bit container or small container of water, few dates, middle of the desert, Allah subhanahu, that's a commandment from, and small baby Ismail alayhi salam. And there was not a single complaint. And when he came, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was asking, after a long journey, he came after a few years, and he said, I had a dream that I'm slaughtering you. What do you think? This guy, Ismail alayhi salam, amazing person. He said, Ya batifal ma tumar. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding, just do it. No problem. Then Ibrahim alayhi salam said, what you say then? Satajiduni insha'Allah min as-sabirin. You will find me the person who will have patience. So this is the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, oh people, when you have children, you have to give them Islam. When you give them Islam, insha'Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them everything. When you don't give them Islam, you try to give everything to them, then that's nothing. You don't know what they are going to do after you. This is what we people, we don't know. We think so much about our children. Oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. About deen, we are very careless. Only the few people, just few people who are worried about their religion. Just very few people. And those are the very lucky people who think their children about their religion, who think about their children, about their children's religion. That's very important. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, so we need to think this. We give them everything, not just that. Some people, they are so much, they go so crazy, not just the children, even now they start thinking about the grandchildren. Some parents, they about the great grandchildren. Now, what you're doing, you're thinking you become a god for them? No, my brothers and sisters, we have to give our children as much we can. There is no doubt. But first thing is the religion. That is it. That is the first thing. You doctors, engineers, lawyers, or CPAs, big business people, no problem. That's not a problem. You give them big degrees. But the most important thing with that, make sure you're giving them Islam or not. If you're giving them Islam, then you are the people on this earth. If you bring them everything but not Islam, you are the worst parents in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So make sure what you're doing with your children when you have children. Because we think so much about this dunya. Oh, he should get this, he should get this, he should get this property, she should get this property. And then after that, grandchildren, oh, that grandchildren, son has to get this, she has to get that. What you're trying to plan this? What are you trying to think? And what are you trying to do this with these things? No, the first thing you need to give them Islam, and then best education, give them. Let them live their own life, inshallah. This is what Ibrahim alayhi salam is teaching us. Ismail alayhi salam is teaching us. Ishaq alayhi salam is teaching us. The most important thing, make sure you give them Islam. And with that, definitely education also, no problem. Inshallah. Good environment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching all those things in the story of Ismail alayhi salam, and Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Ishaq alayhi salam, and Hajar alayhi salam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also teaching us, whenever you pick the mothers, make sure that mother is the mother, religious mother. Religious mother means, I don't mean just you pray how to pray, that's all. But you do all kind of corruptions on this earth. No. Religious means they should understand Islam. They should have concern about deen. They should know what is Islam, what Islam means, what Islam demands from us. Then you can bring your children best people on this earth. Otherwise, if you just look at the beauty, that's it. You will be in the beauty, but you don't get anything else. So these are the things very important. Mothers, they have to take care of their children. That's very important. Nowadays, na'udhu-billah, my career, his career, that career, her career. Just we chase our careers, but we destroy our future generation. That's what's happening in our communities. And to be honest with you, the communities we are living, very well civilized communities, but the horrible situation in the house matter. All the children are going somewhere else. The parents are going somewhere else. When the children, when they need their parents, the parents are not exist always 24/7, 370, 365 days, busy in making money and make excuses. Oh, we don't have time. We have to build our future generation. That's why we are working so hard. My people, you think what you're doing. You think what you're doing. Do you really that much have to do hard work to take care of your children? Mother and father chasing this dunya like an animals. They don't care about their children. The time what you need to give to your children, you don't care about that. Just you know one thing, you can buy whatever you want for them, but you can't give them time. Leave that things. Leave those buying stuff. Leave the things and give them time. That's the most important thing what they need from father and mother. The most important mother. When they don't find both people in a house, the people will be on street. Those people you are hand overing, those people, the people of street, to be honest with you. Those are not children whom you are bringing up. The upbringing for those children, not the home upbringing. That's a street upbringing. Nowadays, you see Wi-Fi. You see whatever you want. No parents, no supervision. You do whatever you want. That's how we are messing up our future generation. So please, my brothers and sisters, the most important thing, the most precious things you can give to your children, that is time. Yes, definitely, deen is the most important thing. With that, you need to give them time. Spend some time with them. Always. And mother, we don't have to be honest with you, we don't have to, mother and father don't have to do full-time jobs. No. Please cut off your all luxury expenses and put your life a little bit low. No problem. Show off business is put on side. After a few years, maybe for a few years, people will look at your position. People will look at your cars, what car you're driving, what dresses you are wearing. After a few years, people will not look at your positions or your wealth or your big mansions. People will look at your children. What kind of children you have? Are they on Islam or no? Are they following the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or no? That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most important, leave the people on side. Look at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please don't chase this dunya like an animals, like hungry dogs. Cut off your expenses, all the luxury stuff, and give them the most luxury things, the most precious things you can give to your children with the times, all those things. Please. That is very important. People complain, so many people, parents complain, oh, my son is like this, my daughter is like this. What you are, my mother and father, what you did with them. You are coming to us after 13, 14 years when you mess up their whole childhood. So we need to think what we are doing. Cut off your chops, especially mothers, because mothers, they have more courtesy towards the children. Yes, father makes money, let him make money. And then mothers, you can cut off your job. I'm not saying haram, you're making the money, what you're making is haram. No, I'm not saying my sisters. To be honest with you, you make money, no problem. But don't chase money like crazy people. Please cut out those things and then give time to your people. Because that's a big job. Taking care of the children, it's not an easy thing. It's a big thing if you are giving them not just the time with the tarbiyah. I don't mean you sit just in front of children and don't do anything. Just the children are going crazy and mothers, they don't say anything. I'm not saying that. You need to treat them and you need to give them etiquettes. You need to teach them manners, how you need to behave, how you have to behave on dining table, how you have to behave in front of parents, how you have to behave in front of your relatives or in front of guests, in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to do all these things. We need to give them tarbiyah. That's the most important thing you are bringing up. You're bringing up the big lives are in your hand. The future generation is in your hand. That's not a small job. People think, housewife. Oh, that's what housewife means. Oh, she doesn't know anything. People look like a degrade people towards them. No. The mothers who give them time, who give their children time, and the upbringing is very good. The etiquettes, the manners, the Islam, that is the great mother inside of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the best mother in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hajra, look at Hajra alayhi salam. So these are the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us, these things. Allahu alam, Allahu alam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentioned in Surah Sad about several prophets. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also teaching how when you do something good, same people, hada sahirun kadhab. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they used to say this is a big liar, magician. All these crazy names, these crazy labels people used to give to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So same thing, whenever you do something good for your children, for your family members, for your community, and if it's based on Quran and Sunnah, definitely people will give you different titles. You see, this lady, she doesn't know how to work. She doesn't go anywhere. So all these crazy names, crazy labels people will name you. But you don't care about those things. You care about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking you to do, inshallah, inshallah. So tomorrow we will do Surah Zumar, inshallah. There is one sister who is suffering from big disease, so please make dua for her. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give her shifa'un kamila wa ajila. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give her speed recovery. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. All thanks and praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O Allah, please have mercy on us. O Allah, please forgive our sins and mistakes and shortcomings. O Allah, please forgive our people, the forefathers, the relatives, brothers and sisters, or parents, whoever passed away. But the people who passed away in the name of Islam, please forgive them. Please have mercy on them. O Allah, tonight is the night of odd night. O Allah, please grant us Jannatul Firdaus. Please grant us Jannatul Firdaus. O Allah, please grant us Laylatul Qadr also. It could be Laylatul Qadr. O Allah, please grant us Laylatul Qadr. O Allah, please give us tawfiq to do ibadah as much we can. Worship, O Allah. Please give us tawfiq. Please give us guidance to worship you as much we can tonight also, inshallah. O Allah, please accept our ibadah. O Allah, please protect us from all kind of diseases, all kind of virus, and all kind of problems. O Allah, please give us healthy life. O Allah, please give us healthy life. O Allah, please give us life on Islam and give us death on Iman. O Allah, same thing with our future generation also. O Allah, please forgive us. O Allah, please have mercy on us. O Allah, please guide us on straight path. O Allah, the people who are suffering with different kind of diseases or problems, health issues, please give them speed recovery. Please give them shifa'un kamila wa ajila. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, tonight one thing I want to discuss. Sorry, I took a little bit longer. The Salatul Eid prayer, the prayer for Eid. Please remember, my brothers and sisters, my humble request. You can do whatever you want, but this is my humble request to you. Try to avoid gatherings. Please try to avoid gatherings as much you can. Inshallah, inshallah. And remember, especially big gatherings also. And remember the things what you used to do at the time of ease, at the time of health. Inshallah, inshallah. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, at the time of hardship, at the time of difficulty, at the time of problem, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you same, inshallah, reward. So you don't think, oh, I didn't attend Jummah also, I'm not attending Jama'ah also, I'm not attending Eid prayer also. What is this? Alhamdulillah, you have that guilt. That's a very good sign of Iman. That's a good sign of Iman, to be honest with you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you. But remember, please try to avoid the gatherings. Please, especially the big gatherings also, because your health is most important in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding, don't put yourself in destruction. Don't destroy yourself. Don't kill yourself. And the people who put themselves in danger, and na'udhu billah, may Allah protect us. May Allah protect our whole community. And because of those things, if they get in trouble, if they get in all kind of diseases, that means it's like you are committing suicide, na'udhu billah, because you are putting yourself in danger. You know that these are the harmful things. You can destroy yourself, you can destroy your life because of this. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't put yourself in destruction. Please protect yourself. That is the most important thing. And in this way you can protect other families, other people also. This is my humble request. You can do whatever you want. You are free. But this is my advice. Please follow the guidelines from the government, because they think, they say, they do all kind of practical stuff, and they teach us. So in this way, inshallah, if we follow that, that's better. And one thing, the way of Eid prayer, if you are praying, if you want to pray in your houses, no problem. My brothers and sisters, it's better you pray in your houses. Remember, Eid prayer is not fard prayer. It's not mandatory prayer. Yes, it's a highly recommended sunnah. There is no doubt in that. But Allah subhanahu, if you can't pray, Anas bin Malik radiallahu anh, sometime he used to miss the prayer, Eid prayer. Can you imagine who is Anas? He is one of the great Sahabi, one of the great companion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sometime he missed Eid prayer, and he used to pray in his house, no problem. After sunrise, after 15 or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, wait after sunrise. For example, if sunrise is 7 o'clock, wait for 30 minutes or 20 minutes, then you can pray Eid prayer with your family, no problem. You don't have to give khutbah in that. Just you have intention that this is a Eid prayer. And how you pray Eid prayer, in the beginning, you have all together 12 takbirat. In Qiyam, you have 12 takbirat all together. So first time, you say Allahu Akbar. 7 times you say takbir. This is 1, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. 7 times. Once you finish 7th time, 7th takbir, then you say Surah Al-Fatiha. Then you say Surah Al-Fatiha and regular surah. Then you go ruku, sujood, and then come back. Then in second rakah, 5 takbirat. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. 5 takbir, then Surah Al-Fatiha, any surah, then ruku, then sujood, then tashahud, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So in Qiyam, total 12 takbirat. In first rakah, you have 7 takbirat in first rakah, all together in first Qiyam. And then after that, or tilawat, Surah Al-Fatiha in any surah, and sunnah was Subbihism, Surah Al-A'la. In first rakah, you recite Surah Al-A'la. If you don't remember, no problem. You can recite whatever you want. And then second rakah, after Surah Al-Fatiha, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Hal Ataka Hadith Al-Ghashiyah. If you remember this surah, alhamdulillah. If you don't remember, you can recite whatever you want. Very simple way. Is that clear, my brothers and sisters? It has in Qiyam, in both Qiyam, in 2 rakah, you have 12 takbirat. 10 and 2, 12 takbirat totally. In first rakah, you have 7. In first rakah, you have 7 takbirat. First, you say 7 takbir. You don't have to raise your hands for every takbir. If you raise your hand first takbir, that's enough. And in second takbir, you say just Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So this is the way. So the authentic way, I am telling you, there are different ways to pray Salatul Eid. The most authentic way, which is clearly mentioned about in hadith, I'm telling you this way, the most authentic way. In first rakah, you have 7 takbirat. You don't have to raise your hand for every takbir. Just in first takbir, you say Allahu Akbar, then just you say verbally 6 times Allahu Akbar, 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 then Surah Al-Fatiha. Second rakah, you come, you say Allahu Akbar in first takbir, then fourth takbir, without raising your hands, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Then Surah Al-Fatiha. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin ar-rahmanir rahim. This is the way. Very simple way. You have to make up your mind that you are praying Salatul Eid prayer, and this is the way. Is that clear, my brothers and sisters? Come on question answer. No khutbah. There is no khutbah. You don't have to give khutbah. You can pray individual. Some people, they are by themselves. They can pray by themselves. If you have family, you gather your family. You can pray with your family. No problem, inshallah. Allahu A'lam.
Can we pray, recite the Surah Al-Ghashiyah, holding our phone, reading through the Quran?
Yeah, you can. It's better not to do that, but because if you know the surah, different surahs, you can recite those surahs, no problem.
Okay.
It's not mandatory that you have to recite Surah Al-Ghashiyah and Surah Al-Ala. It's good to recite. But if you know, if you don't know, you can recite whatever. Surah Al-Ikhlas, no problem. Surah Al-Zalzala, any surah, whatever you want, inshallah. Yes.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, my brother.
Regarding Prophet Ismail alayhi salam.
Yes, please.
Just to clarify for some people also, that the way some people still they're coming back and saying, how do we know he was the one Allah commanded him to be sacrificed?
Okay. Yeah.
They still feel that could be Isaac, right?
Yes, you're right.
Because of our Prophet hadith and all that, I think we believe that Ishmael was the one. So just clarify that.
Okay. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the first son was Ismail alayhi salam, and Ishaq alayhi salam, he used to live in Palestine, in Baitul Maqdis, and this story belongs to Makkah, not belongs to Palestine. So these things are teaching us very clearly these stories, which belongs to Hajar alayhi salam and Zamzam also. If you look at the history also, Zamzam came where? In Makkah, in Kaaba. In Kaaba. And who was there? Hajar alayhi salam. And who was the son of Hajar? That was Ismail alayhi salam. And Ismail, that's a fact. Ibrahim alayhi salam belongs to the Makkah. And Ishaq alayhi salam, he belongs to the Palestine. He was not belongs to the Makkah. He was not belongs to the Makkah. These are totally different people. And this story took place in Makkah, not in Palestine. This is also authentic proof that this story took place in Makkah, not in Medina, because you see all the Jamarat, all those things came in your in Hajj program, and Hajj also, the Udhiyah, it's become a part of the Hajj. All these things teaching us this thing took place in Makkah, not in Palestine, not in Baitul Maqdis, because Ishaq was there, Isaac was there. So there are different proofs. Right now, I have just Brother Ali asked me this question. So Mubashir now. So that's why it came. Allah gave me this. Just now it came in my mind. Otherwise, I didn't. I have no plan about that. So I think this way, inshallah, maybe more proofs are there. More proofs are there definitely that this was Ismail alayhi salam, not Ishaq alayhi salam. And leave. We don't have to, people say, oh, that was Isaac. Actually, that was Ishaq alayhi salam, not Ismail alayhi salam. Oh, and they try to prove all these things that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi salam not is a prophet, that not true prophet. So, what if we deny or reject all these things? The facts will disappear from the history? No. If we accept it, it's good for us. If we don't accept, do we think that history is going to change? No, the history was history. And if it's not changed, if it's not going to change, we know that, then we will be accountable in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If by mistake, if we do the wrong also, inshallah, our intention is good, our efforts were good towards the good. Because we are people who follow the truth and who search the truth. So if we do the mistake also in searching truth, and if we reach to the false, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive us. But just because of the hatred, because of the animosity, just to put this person up, this person down, then what will we do with this? Nothing else. We can just do the lip service. Oh, this is that is Ismail was not there, that is Ishaq alayhi salam. You can win that argument, no problem. But what is the point for that? Right? It's because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying something else. And just with our lips, I can prove 1,000 times that was Ishaq alayhi salam, not with Ismail. And the other person can prove, no, that was Ismail, not Ishaq. But what is the point for that? Are we believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's teaching? That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. So if we follow, inshallah, the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for sure, 99.99, yes, some of the scholars also said among the Muslims that was Isaac, but majority of scholars, they clearly said that was Ismail alayhi salam, not Ishaq alayhi salam, because this story took place in Makkah, and Ishaq alayhi salam belongs to the Palestine, not belongs to the Makkah. Allahu alam, Allahu alam. Anything else, my brother?
One thing, I just want everybody to know,
yes,
to make sure our brothers in West Bengal, their homes were burned recently by Hindus. They killed them because they were celebrating Ramadan. They burned them because of the Muslims. So they just happened recently, 2 days
may
ago.
Allah make it easy. May Allah make it easy for them. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide these evil people. May Allah guide these people towards Islam.
Which place is this?
West Bengal.
West Bengal.
In India.
In India. Just few weeks ago, it took place in Delhi. Now they're attacking.
Spreading everywhere, yeah.
May Allah guide them. May Allah guide them and give them hidayah. That's the best dua we can do these people.
Imam Furkan, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Yeah, Furkan Saab, I'm using different telephone.
Yeah, I see this hero. Who is this hero?
This is my nephew's telephone.
Alhamdulillah. Yes.
Imam Furkan, you said Allah Jalla has created a human being from teen and salsar. Now,
Yes.
right. At the same time, the day Thursday, I read Surah Al-Zumar. Do correct me that Allah Jalla said women folks, females were created from male. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said that. Even Adam alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam. From that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Hawa, Eve. That's talking about husband and wife, not all male and female.
From the rib.
Those are, from the rib. Those are the things which is related to the husband and wife.
But what if a husband has 4 wives?
No problem. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chop his rib in 4 pieces. Allahu alam. Allahu alam.
Look at Robert, ऐसे होता है.
Allahu alam. I don't know that, to be honest. Just I was joking.
Well, you have more than one rib. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Only man. The only man. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. You have more than one rib, so I'm pretty sure he knows what's up.
Maybe he's missing 4 ribs.
If anybody knows, Sulaiman knows.
Yeah, he's the only man.
Imam Furkan, do correct me. I think my intention was not each woman. I'm talking about Allah Jalla has created Hawa from Adam. I don't think Allah is referring to everybody. He says, do correct me though, because I spent some time on that words. And I felt I no longer read like parroting. I was tadabburing and maintaining some time with the verses, and I realized that Allah is talking about Adam and Hawa, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me check, brother Ibrahim, brother Kareem. Inshallah, let me check, and I will make sure, and then I will let you come.
Okay,
inshallah.
Remember, Brother Furkan.
Thank you. Yes, my brother Minsel.
We were discussing about
you
were gonna go and look up for
tomorrow, inshallah, Surah Zumar is coming about the ruh, about the souls.
Yeah,
inshallah.
We talk about the soul. You were supposed to get it. And also when Brother Ali spoke about the different color of clay.
Yes. Sorry.
And that's another thing. Okay.
Sorry for that.
That's all right, brother. Okay.
Anything else, my brothers and sisters?
Ibrahim Furkan.
Yes, brother Ibrahim.
So you talk about the odd nights in the last 10 days.
Yeah, tonight is 27th night, my brothers and sisters.
So,
please be careful.
Is there? My question is, why is it a lot of people pay special emphasis on the 27th? Is there anything that says to do that, or is it just
basically there was one night at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or Sahaba, the Laylatul Qadr came on 27th. But we need to think this. There was a time at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Laylatul Qadr came on 21st also. So why people think 27th? Even they calculate something with the Surah Al-Qadr, and they take some narrations. Oh, you see, the 27th is the most important night. We have to understand. We have to read the other hadiths also. There are clear-cut hadiths teaching. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam clearly said the Laylatul Qadr came on 27th night, 23rd night also, and the first revelation came on 21st night. So all the hadiths, that's why when we read, some people, they read 27th night hadith. Just they take that hadith and they say, you see this 27th night, 27th night. Oh, my people, brothers and sisters, you read the other hadith also, which is related to 23rd. My brothers and sisters, read the third hadith also, which is related to the 21st night also. So why we don't do all those things, and in collective way, put all the ahadith, Prophet Muhammad clearly said, you try your best, you search the Laylatul Qadr in these 10 nights. Then Prophet Muhammad in the beginning, what happened? The whole year. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, just in Ramadan. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, to make it easy, no, my people, just 10 nights of the last night. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made more easier on the people of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He said, because if you wake up yourself last 10 nights too much, then you get tired. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made easy for us, not just 10 nights also, oh my people, just odd nights, 5 nights. You worship one night, you take a rest second night, you worship 23rd, then you take a rest. So these are the only 5 nights, 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, 29th. So we have to search. Prophet Muhammad clearly said, you need to search Laylatul Qadr in these 5 nights. And these people nowadays, the imams and the scholars or muftis, whatever you name it, these people say, no, 27th is the most important night. Oh, my brother, you take other hadiths also. Why you take just one hadith? Because we need to speak according to the public mentality. That's why they say only 27th. Because this thing is inbuilt among the people that 27th is the most important night. So we have to talk according to public mentality. We don't have to talk according to Quran and Sunnah. That's our mentality. So we need to understand 27th is not only the night which is Laylatul Qadr. It could be Laylatul Qadr. Yes, there is no doubt. It could be Laylatul Qadr, but it may be Laylatul Qadr. But nobody can, even Prophet Muhammad didn't say for sure that Laylatul Qadr is in 27th night. He didn't say by himself for sure. He used to search. Then if Prophet Muhammad has to search Laylatul Qadr, then what about you and me? How can we decide this 27th is the final night for Laylatul Qadr? And majority, this is a sad part among the Muslim Ummah. At least 70% of Muslim Ummah, they think because of the ignorance, the 27th is the Laylatul Qadr. All other you don't have to. It's optional, no problem. They don't care also. That is a totally wrong, my brothers and sisters. That's totally wrong thing.
Brother Furqan, yeah, one quick question. Brother Furqan, one quick question.
Yes.
What about fitra? And if you're not going to masjid for Eid prayers, how should we give? Where should we give Eid fitra for Eid?
Okay, that's a very important question. Laylatul Fitra, Sadaqatul Fitra, there is a box in our Islamic Center, Alhamdulillah. Give 1 or 2 days before. 1 or 2 days before, you can give you can donate in the box. You don't have to meet other people also. Or Sister Kausar is also there. You can give her. Or if you don't want to meet anyone, you can just give in the put in the box. There is a box. There should be a box. There's a box. So please give as soon as possible. In this way, they can distribute among the needy Muslims.
And how much is it?
Very important. $10. You can give $10 between $8 to $10, inshallah.
Okay.
Per head. Even if you have newborn baby also in your family, that baby also count.
Okay.
There is a box, brother.
There is, Alhamdulillah. So please give our Islamic Center, Alhamdulillah, we have food pantry. Give them. And please, that's a very important question. Give them as soon as possible. 2 days before, 3 days before, no problem, inshallah. But give before Salatul Eid. What's that, Brother Ibrahim?
There is an online link you could send it if you don't want to go to the place.
Oh, mashallah. Then you send online.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Open? Are the gates open?
Yeah,
Gates are open, Brother Minsu.
The gates are open, and even if they're closed, they keep the boxes against the gate from the inside. So you can put your money. You can put your hand inside and drop the money inside the boxes.
Oh yeah, the boxes outside by the big gate. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Alhamdulillah, that's good.
Alhamdulillah.
That's easy. That's easier for the people.
All right.
So please give as soon as possible, my brothers and sisters.
Brother Furqan, Assalamualaikum.
Yes, my brother Suleiman.
Is it better to give to the food pantry because this sadaqah is supposed to be given in grains rather than give to the masjid? Because I think that the people should get, from my understanding, food rather than clothing or cash in their hands.
Yeah.
Better to give from the food pantry.
Yeah, that Sadaqatul Fitr goes to the food pantry. That money has to go to food pantry. That money is not belongs to the masjid.
Okay.
I know before what used to happen. I know. Then I told them, no, you have to give. This money belongs to the food pantry. So they changed at that time, but I don't know what is the present situation. So yes, you can give to the
Brothers, if
food
you can
pantry.
turn your mic off if you're talking in the background. We
The
can't
brothers
hear
and
too good.
sisters who are talking, okay, I will mute all.
वहाँ पे नहीं खोल सकता, बाहर नहीं रख सकता, कहाँ जाऊँ फिर?
So my brothers and sisters, you can give that money to the food pantry. That's the best way. That's the best way. And that has to belong to the food pantry, not belongs to the Islamic Center. Yes, food pantry is part of the Islamic Center, no doubt. But it should go. That money has to go to food pantry.
Let's pass by tomorrow.
Can you put zakat money in the food pantry or no?
Yeah, zakat money goes to the food pantry also, no problem.
Okay.
Because there are so many
Thank
needy
you very
families, you need to help them. Food pantry, please make sure you give to food pantry. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah.
Ji, walaikum
Sister
assalam.
Kausar is still collecting the zakat and the fitra money. It goes to the separate account. I wanted to donate online, but not online, I mean through Zille, but she didn't have that account. So
Okay.
I dropped off the check for her. You can give it to Brother Muhammad also.
Yeah, give checks, very simple, very easy, in the name of food pantry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did all that online. I did all that online and no problem. It worked.
Online, alhamdulillah, that is also good. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, online also you can donate. But I wanted to direct deposit, but she said she didn't have that set up, so she asked me.
Okay. Sister Nishad, are you the in charge also for that food pantry?
No, I am not, but I know that Sister Kausar is still collecting.
Okay. No, because we can say, okay, people can give you also transfer money to your account also. But
No, I'm not involved in that. I just
okay.
happened to talk to Sister Kausar about it. That's how I.
So please give to the food pantry. That's the best way. Sadaqatul Fitr, that's $10, between $8 to $10, my brothers and sisters, per person. You have to give before Eid prayer. Before Eid prayer, you have to give that. You can give 1 day before, 2 days before, 3 days before, no problem. Just have intention. This is Sadaqatul Fitr.
Assalamualaikum, Imam.
Inshallah. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. My brother, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
Yes, please, brother. Go ahead.
So is there any like importance of reading any surah specifically on these nights and the last 10 nights, like Laylatul
Okay,
Surah
Laylatul. The best dua Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught us, there is no specific surah for Laylatul Qadr, but the dua is mentioned, clearly mentioned, Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afa fa'fu anni ya kareem. Okay, what you do, Sami, my brother, you take my number, send me the message, I will send you that dua. 954 478 954-478-0824.
Okay, inshallah. I'll send you a text message right now.
Yeah, I will send you that dua. Or 954-478-0824. Inshallah. Huh? Please send me your name, and then I will add your. And then I will send you that dua, inshallah. That's a very important dua. Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. For Laylatul Qadr. And you can pray as much. The best ibadah you can do in these nights, salah. Prayer is the best ibadah. Because in prayer, you are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the second best thing, you are reciting Quran, and the third best thing, you are doing sujood, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves from mankind. So these are the three great ibadah you are doing in one. Yeah, that's Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni.
Where's my hand, man?
Yes, who sent this?
That's yours. You sent that.
Yes, that's the dua. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, brother Furqan, real quick.
Yes, my brother.
It's Laylatul Qadr. So let's assume we pray 20 rak'ah, right?
Yeah.
Now, after we get tired, we go to pray a little bit, read Quran, and then go to sleep. And then if we wake up we can't wake up immediately, wake up at 4 o'clock. Is that considered also Qiyam al-Layl?
Yes, my brother Ali. Yeah, the whole thing, whatever you are doing tonight, it will consider as a Qiyamul Layl. Qiyamul Layl means...
I don't have to stay up till, let's say, or till 5 in the morning, right? I can take a break.
You can take a break, rest, take yourself a little bit, give a little bit rest to yourself, and then you can wake up and then you can pray again. I do the same thing.
So the 4 o'clock in the morning is still considered Qiyam al-Layl, right?
Yes. Yeah, the timing. Yeah, that's a good question. Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the timing for Laylatul Qadr, it starts from Maghrib. We are in time for Laylatul Qadr now. It starts from Maghrib till the Fajr. Till the Fajr. So Laylatul Qadr, the night time starts from Maghrib after sunset till the Fajr time. Once you enter in Fajr time, that means you finish the Laylatul Qadr.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
You
rahmatullah.
use the word mushrikeen a lot. What is that, mushrikeen?
What is that?
Mushrikeen.
Exactly.
You
Mushrikeen?
can't hear anything. It's noisy.
Hold on. Let me mute all. Yes, Brother Minsel, what was the question? Brother Minsel, turn on your mic, please, and then ask the question. I will unmute you.
You turn it off. Okay.
Yeah, what's that, Brother Minsel? Sorry.
He wanted to know what does the word mushrikeen means.
Mushrikeen, infidels, Brother Minsel. Mushrikeen means infidels. Mushrikeen means the people who associate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala other people in worship. Sometimes people associate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala some people like prophets. Sometimes righteous people they associate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes people associate graves also. Sometimes people associate the things like threads, taweez, tamaim, all those things. So all the people who do these things, adding with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala someone else, it's called shirk. And the person who is adding that thing, that person is called mushrik, infidel. Is that clear, my brother Minsel?
He probably left.
No, he is there. Brother Minsel?
I'm here.
Yeah, is that clear? Yeah, is that clear, brother Minsel?
Yes, brother Furkan. Thank
The
you.
people who associate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in their worships,
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
people are called mushrikeen.
So Christian is a mushrikeen?
Yes, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly said, لَقَدْ كَفَرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ ثَالِثُ ثَلَاثَةٍ. These people are doing kufr. By kufr means rejecting and denying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's superiority, and they're adding other people also in their ibadah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now my screen is blocked. Somebody put a door on it and my screen went out. It's blocked.
Oh,
But you can
sorry.
talk. You can talk.
Can that be removed?
We have the thing. Okay,
now
there
it's,
you go.
now
yeah,
it's removed,
okay.
right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't hear.
Oh, sorry for that.
Yeah, that's all.
Brother Manso, if you slide the screen to the left, you can still see Brother Furkan.
Yeah, I've seen him, but he was small.
But Furkan, if you can, if not tomorrow.
What's that, brother Ibrahim?
The answer should be short. So we like for us it's an odd night. There are people who go with local sighting. Their 27th is tomorrow.
Oh, local sighting, they started Ramadan after one day? I think they started all together, all people together.
I think some of Brother Suleiman's cousins in Guyana and Trinidad started the next day.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
There are some people that started one day after.
One day after.
My goodness. No. we follow what we follow, simple thing.
No, but what I'm saying is, our artists today, their artists tomorrow, because they started a day late.
Yes,
This is why you do the 10 days. Then if it is which night you are covered.
Yeah, that is also a good point.
If you are with any other site moon, you choose anyone you want. You go with the 10 and you relax. You don't have to choose. I mean, it is funny. Sometimes people they are trying to do these things. You want to please God. So if it is single or double, anytime do it. Don't argue with it. Which one is better?
Yeah, whenever you get chance, do it, inshallah.
Yeah.
No,
You
we're
have
not-
You have
we're
10
not
days
arguing.
from the whole year. 10 days from the whole year. That's
We're
it.
not arguing. We're saying some people go with local. Local side means the community. They go with that. They do it even here. Some of the masjids do it here.
Yeah, so many times. So
we
many
have
times
Eid
it happens.
today, and then the next day they have Eid by themselves.
That's sad. That's not right. we have to have unity at least in these things.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. I'm going
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fi. Yeah, brother Ali.
You know, we talk about odd nights, but let's assume we made a mistake at the beginning because moon sighting. It happens, right? So let's assume we didn't start on the right day. That odd night doesn't mean anything. Then the 10 nights that we have, that could be the perfect thing because you don't know whether it's odd or even.
Yes.
So I think we should not focus on the odd night. We should focus on the 10 nights.
Last 10 nights we can say 10 nights are the most important nights, but because Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that you need to focus especially in odd nights, so we need to educate that also. Yes, inshallah, if we do the mistakes also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can grant that. If people are doing by mistake, then inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can grant that Laylatul Qadr also.
But you know, a lot of Muslims don't start at the same time. You got 4 or 5 different teachings. So some people start a day after or even 2 days after.
Yeah, so like in India, they start Ramadan a day after. So maybe their Laylatul Qadr and our Laylatul Qadr could be different because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who are doing what.
Why is there so much difference in when does it start?
It's because of local moon sighting. Some people they see their moon with their own eye, and then they say, okay, we will start Ramadan. Some people they say no. International level, if any countries see the moons, the Muslim countries, and they are saying that yes, we saw the moon, then they start Ramadan. So because of this little bit confusion, they do that. But inshallah, all is right. Inshallah, those are not a big things. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept those things.
Jazakallah.
شكرا جزاك الله خير بارك الله فيك سبحانك اللهم ربنا وبحمدك ونشهد ان لا اله الا انت ونستغفرك اللهم ونتوب